Once upon a time, in a bright, futuristic land filled with floating numbers, there lived a small, shiny robot. His name is Robo. He loved solving puzzles, but he felt confused. Holding a glowing number 3 in one hand and a number 4 in the other, Robo scratched his head, and nearby, a wise old Professor Owl sat on a tree branch. He is watching Robo with a gentle smile. Robo looked up at Professor Owl with big, curious eyes and asked, "Why do some numbers stand alone and others walk in pairs?" Professor Owl spread his wings and pointed to the floating numbers around them. The numbers 2, 4, and 6 happily paired together, while 1, 3, and 5 stood alone, looking puzzled. The sky glowed softly as Professor Owl prepared to explain the magic of odd and even numbers. Professor Owl smiled and said, "Odd numbers don't like to share, but even numbers love to pair." He waved his wing, and the even numbers 2, 4, and 6 sparkled as they formed perfect pairs. Then, the odd numbers 1, 3, and 5 tried to pair up, but one was always left alone. Robo clapped his metal hands. "Oh, I get it," he exclaimed. "Even numbers always have a partner, but odd numbers don't." To test his new knowledge, Robo picked up different numbers and tried to group them. Every time he picked an even number, it easily found a friend. But when he picked an odd number, one was always left alone. Professor Owl nodded proudly. "Yes, Robo. Now, can you teach others?" Robo zoomed through the number-filled land, telling other little robots, "Even numbers make pairs, and odd numbers don't." The robots cheered as they started sorting numbers correctly. The sky sparkled with excitement as Robo danced happily. He had finally solved the mystery of odd and even numbers. Professor Owl chuckled from his tree, proud of his little student. As the sun set over the number-filled land, Robo stood proudly in front of a group of small robots. They all happily sorted numbers into odd and even groups. So, the moral of the story is, curiosity leads to learning, and sharing knowledge makes it even more fun.